Hercules, the name echoes through time. His legend has been passed down through generations, inspiring countless stories, movies, and even modern-day heroes. But who was Hercules really? He is the epitome of strength and heroism, a symbol of what it means to overcome insurmountable odds. His feats of bravery and strength are legendary, but there's so much more to his story. But did you know he wasn't just a god? Hercules was a complex character, a blend of divine and mortal, making his story all the more fascinating. Hercules was a demigod, born from a divine affair between Zeus, the king of the gods, and a mortal woman named Alcmene. This union was both a blessing and a curse. This union, however, wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. The circumstances of his birth set the stage for a life filled with trials and tribulations. Zeus, known for his, shall we say, wandering eye, wasn't exactly faithful to his wife, Hera. His numerous affairs often led to complications, and Hercules' birth was no exception. Hera, the goddess of marriage, talk about irony, was understandably not too pleased with her husband's infidelity. Her wrath was legendary, and she often took out her anger on Zeus's illegitimate children. She was notorious for her jealousy and held a special grudge against Hercules. Her anger was not just a fleeting emotion, it was a driving force that would shape much of Hercules' life. This resentment would shape Hercules' early life and lead to many challenges. From the moment he was born, Hera's hatred manifested in various ways. Imagine having a god angry at you from the moment you're born. The very skies seemed to echo Hera's fury, casting a shadow over Hercules' early years. But being a demigod had its perks. Hercules was not just any child, he was born with extraordinary abilities that set him apart from mere mortals. Hercules possessed superhuman strength even as a baby. His incredible power was evident from a very young age, astonishing everyone around him. There are tales of him strangling serpents sent by Hera to kill him in his crib. These stories highlight not just his strength, but also his resilience and will to survive. Now that's one strong baby. His early feats were just a glimpse of the hero he would become. Growing up, Hercules excelled in all areas. He was incredibly strong, a skilled wrestler, and a talented musician. His talents were as diverse as they were impressive. But Hera's shadow loomed large, and his path to glory wouldn't be without its trials. Her influence was a constant reminder of the challenges he would face. Stay tuned for the thrilling tale of his 12 labors. These tasks would test his strength, courage, and determination, shaping him into the legendary hero we know today. Hera's anger towards Hercules didn't fade with time. It festered. Her resentment was deep-rooted, stemming from the fact that Hercules was the son of her husband Zeus and a mortal woman. This divine jealousy and rage consumed her thoughts, and she sought ways to make Hercules suffer. In a fit of divine rage, she inflicted Hercules with a bout of madness. This madness was not just a fleeting moment of insanity, it was a profound and all-encompassing fury that clouded his judgment and took over his entire being. Under this spell, he tragically killed his own family. The horror of his actions, once the madness lifted, left him in a state of unimaginable grief and remorse. The weight of his deeds was a burden he could not bear, and he was haunted by the faces of his loved ones. Overwhelmed with guilt and despair, Hercules sought redemption. He wandered the lands, seeking a way to atone for his sins, desperate to find a path to forgiveness and peace. His journey led him to the Oracle of Delphi, a place of ancient wisdom and divine guidance. He was directed by the Oracle of Delphi to serve his cousin, King Eurystheus, for 12 years. This was not just a simple act of servitude. It was a divine mandate that Hercules hoped would cleanse his soul and bring him closer to redemption. Eurystheus, a man driven by insecurity and jealousy, devised a series of seemingly impossible tasks for Hercules. These tasks were not just challenges. They were designed to break Hercules, to push him to his limits and beyond, testing every aspect of his being. These tasks, designed to be impossible even for a demigod, became known as the legendary 12 Labors of Hercules. Each labor was a monumental challenge, a test of not just physical strength, but also mental fortitude and cunning. The labors were a test of strength, cunning, and resilience. Hercules had to use every ounce of his demigod abilities, his wit, and his indomitable spirit to overcome the obstacles set before him. They pitted Hercules against monstrous beasts, perilous journeys, and seemingly insurmountable challenges. From the Nemean lion with its impenetrable hide to the multi-headed Hydra, each labor was a battle against the odds. Each labor was a story in itself, filled with danger, adventure, and ultimately triumph. These were not just physical battles, but also moral and ethical trials that tested Hercules' character and resolve. With each success, Hercules inched closer to atonement. Every victory was a step towards redemption, a way to prove to himself and the gods that he was worthy of forgiveness and honor. Little did he know, these labors would not only free him from his past, but also elevate him to the status of a legend. His deeds would be sung by poets and remembered for generations, making him one of the greatest heroes in Greek mythology. Get ready for the epic tales of Hercules' 12 labors. Each labor is a saga of its own, a testament to the enduring spirit of a hero who faced the impossible and emerged victorious. Join us as we delve into the incredible adventures and timeless legacy of Hercules. The first labor sent Hercules on a quest to slay the Nemean lion. This was no ordinary lion, it was a monstrous beast terrorizing the region of Nemea, known for its immense size and ferocity. This wasn't your average lion, its hide was impervious to all weapons. Swords, arrows, and spears simply bounced off its golden fur, making it an almost invincible adversary. Imagine facing a beast you couldn't harm. The villagers lived in constant fear, knowing that no weapon could protect them from this creature. Hercules, in a display of sheer strength, wrestled the beast with his bare hands, eventually choking it to death. It was a grueling battle, with Hercules using every ounce of his strength and cunning to outmaneuver the lion. From that day forward, Hercules donned the lion's impenetrable skin as a cloak, its head becoming a fearsome helmet. This not only served as a powerful armor, but also as a symbol of his victory and strength. Talk about a fashion statement. The lion's skin became an iconic part of Hercules' image, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies and admiration among his allies. Next came the Hydra, a 9-headed serpent with poisonous breath and regenerative abilities. This creature lurked in the swamps of Lerna, spreading death and destruction wherever it went. For each head severed, 2 more would grow back in its place. This made the Hydra an almost unbeatable foe, as traditional combat methods only made it stronger. This was a true test of wit and endurance. Hercules had to think beyond brute strength and come up with a strategy to defeat this seemingly immortal beast. With the help of his nephew Iolaus, Hercules devised a plan. They realized that simply cutting off the heads wouldn't work. They needed to prevent them from growing back. As Hercules severed each head, Iolaus cauterized the wound, preventing regrowth. This teamwork and quick thinking were crucial in overcoming the Hydra's regenerative powers. These were just the first 2 labors. Hercules had 10 more to go, each presenting its own unique challenges and dangers. Each task was more daunting than the last, pushing Hercules to his absolute limit. From capturing the Erymanthian boar to cleaning the Augean stables, each labor tested different aspects of his strength, intelligence, and perseverance. But our hero, fueled by courage and the desire for redemption, persevered. His determination and resilience were unmatched, driving him to overcome every obstacle in his path. His feats of strength and cunning became legendary, inspiring awe and admiration throughout the land. Hercules' story was passed down through generations, becoming a symbol of heroism and the human spirit's ability to conquer even the greatest of challenges. The Augean stables presented a different kind of challenge. King Augeas possessed a massive herd of cattle, and their stables hadn't been cleaned in 30 years. The stench was unbearable, and the task seemed impossible. But Hercules found a clever solution. He diverted 2 mighty rivers, the Alpheus and the Peneus, to flow through the stables, washing away years of accumulated filth. Talk about power washing. Another labor involved capturing the Cretan bull, a massive and ferocious beast that terrorized the island of Crete. This bull could breathe fire and was said to be the father of the fearsome Minotaur. Hercules, relying on his incredible strength, wrestled the bull into submission. Imagine the spectacle, a demigod grappling with a fire-breathing bull. These tasks showcased not only Hercules' raw power, but also his intelligence and resourcefulness. He was more than just a brute force. He was a cunning strategist, capable of overcoming any obstacle. His fame spread far and wide, and his legend continued to grow with each completed labor.